In this lesson, we're going to find the area and circumference of a circle. To find the area of a circle, we use the equation A equals pi r squared. You can see on our circle here, the radius is labeled. And the radius is the distance from the exact center of the circle, noted by the dot, to the edge of the circle. Pi is a universal constant that's equal to about 3.14 or 22/7. So it's acceptable in most cases to leave it as pi, and that's what we'll be doing in these lessons. Step 1 for finding the area of a circle, we're going to write the formula. And let's say that this particular circle has a radius of 3. We're going to plug that number in for our radius, so we get area equals pi times 3 squared. Then we square the radius to get our solution. The area is 9 pi. Now we put the 9 in front of the pi, just like you would say 9x rather than x9. It's a naming convention we use in mathematics. Next, we're going to talk about finding the circumference of a circle. The formula for the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. So again, we need our radius labeled on our circle. And the circumference, rather than being how much space the circle takes up like the area, the circumference is the distance around the edge of the circle. Now let's say that once again our radius is equal to 3. Then step 1 is going to be to write the formula for the circumference of the circle, c equals 2 pi r. Next, we're going to plug in the number of the radius for the formula. So we get c equals 2 pi times 3. Then we multiply 2 times 3 to simplify and get our solution. So our circumference is 6 pi. Now you might also know this formula for finding the circumference of a circle as pi d. I'm going to show you that that's the same as 2 pi r and that you can use the two interchangeably depending on what information you have. So the diameter of a circle is a line that goes from one edge of the circle to the other, passing through the exact center. So you can see in this circle, the radius is labeled in red, and I've got two radii, one right next to each other. And then I have a diameter, which is my blue dotted line, and you can see it looks like two radii lined up one right next to the other is the same length as our diameter. And you can see since 2 pi r is equal to c and pi d is equal to c, we can set our two equations equal. Then if we divide each by pi, we get that 2 times the radius is equal to the diameter. So the radius is half the distance across the circle, and the diameter is the whole distance across the circle. Depending on what information is given, you can use either circumference as pi d or circumference as 2 pi r.